MV Agusta has been around since 1945, built on a rich racing heritage. Giacomo Agostini, an Italian rider who raced for the brand from 1966 to 1972, once said that they gave me a chance to ride some beautiful machines, the best I ever rode. Now, the brand took a little bit of hiatus in the 1980s until the Castiglione family took over in 1991. Since then, they managed to blend in two words together, motorcycle and art. And that continues up to today under the guidance of new CEO, Timur Saradarov. In this episode of Beyond the Ride, we have a prime example of a mechanical sculpture of speed, the MV Agusta Brutale 800. It's just good looking. That's really just the best way to describe it. It's a good looking bike, so good that if it was in the Museum of Modern Art, this would attract the most attention. I'm convinced. This beast is powered by a 798cc 3-cylinder, 4-stroke 12-valve DOHC engine capable of churning out 110 horsepower at 11,500 RPM. It's got 83 Newton meters of torque and capable of reaching speeds of up to 237 kilometers per hour. It has a 6-speed transmission with an electronically assisted quick shifter to match its racing heritage. Keeping bumps at bay is provided by rebound compression damping and preload adjustable Marzocchi inverted telescopic forks up front and Sachs single shocks for the rear. Stopping duties are provided by dual Brembo discs up front with 4 pistons and a dual piston single disc for the rear with a Bosch 9 ABS system. It's got a 16.5 liter fuel tank capacity and will get you just about 18 kilometers per liter. I've actually had this bike for a decent amount of time and have used it all over the place to spend as much time with it as possible so that we get to know each other. Riding around in Marilake was a joy. It seems as if the bike was designed to attack the twisties. I also took it to Tagaytay to test it out on the expressway and it felt fantastic on S-Lex. It took a lot of effort on my part to ride within the speed limit and not break any laws. The quick shifter in this thing is really a game changer. Unlike the rest of the bike, which is absolutely gorgeous, this gauge, not so much. I mean, it gives you all the information you need, your speed, the ABS, the traction control, the different riding modes, but it just doesn't excite me. Now, the attention to detail on the rest of the bike is absolutely fantastic. Look at the valve. It's pointed to the side so that you can put air in your tires a whole lot easier instead of trying to get in there sometimes when it's just jutting out straight up. So that's a nice touch. So the seat height is 810 millimeters. I'm 5'6" and not bad at all. The weight of the bike is just about 200 kilograms, which makes it very nimble and maneuverable in city traffic. Before we get going, let's do a quick sound test.
Now, I'll be the first to admit, the Street Fighter look isn't normally my cup of tea. But there's something about this Brutale that makes me not want to take my eyes off of it. Every time I see a reflection of myself on the bike, I catch myself staring. The pogi points are pretty damn high. You can truly appreciate the time and effort that was put into this bike from the ground up. This model's designer, Massimo Tamburini, who is known as the Michelangelo of motorbike design, had a vision for the Brutale to blend art and real-world usability with performance. Now, I know I ragged on the dash of the bike, but to be honest with you, when you're riding it, you don't see it anyway. The position is very aggressive and it puts you right in the front of the bike, and you don't see what speed you're at, you don't see what gear you're on. It's just basically all feel at this point. It's relatively easy to use. I wouldn't call it a beginner bike, but if you want to move up to the middleweight category and you want something that you don't see every day, this could be a great choice. The seat, not the most comfortable thing in the world. It kind of feels like I'm sitting on a piece of wood with leather wrapped around it. The design looks fantastic, but it's really more style over function. I mean, it is Italian. The rear brake could be stronger, considering this bike has a lot of power. But maybe that's just me. I personally would prefer stronger brakes in the rear. The front, absolutely fine though. Considering its aggressive seating position and not so comfy seat, I'm surprised I don't find myself getting tired riding this bike at all. In fact, when I get home from a trip, I still go around the neighborhood a couple of times to cool down. Kind of like when a basketball player takes free throws after practice. The Brutale really does tickle a lot of your senses. It looks fantastic, it sounds beautiful, and it feels absolutely sublime.
During the time of the Castiglione family, it's been said that the workers in the assembly line were more like artisans than engineers. I guess that's how they maintained the whole culture of motorcycle art. Now, for 980,000 Philippine pesos, you can get yourself this Italian masterpiece. For more information about the bike and of course some great deals on some other motorcycles, log on to www.motodeal.com.ph. This has been Gene Rufino. Hope you guys enjoyed going beyond the ride.